Watkanuradu, and welcome to another political update. We do these on occasion to catch up on some of the loose ends of things that are going on here at the Mohawk Council of Kahnawake. We'll start off with a community decision-making process meeting which was held on November 5th. It was a community consultation on the membership law. This was the 15th in a series that started earlier this year, and this one reached consensus on the role of the registrar. And that was after a lot of hard work, but good discussion. About 20 people in attendance, about 20 community members split into two groups. And after the consensus was reached, they move on to the much more challenging topic of the definition of great-grandparents. And that is going to be probably one of the more difficult challenges. So that's coming up in the next meeting. The date has not yet been announced. So that's coming up. Speaking of meetings, the community meeting that was scheduled for the 12th was postponed. That because of a number of other meetings that are going on. There are several, and one of them is the meeting with the steering committee into the investigation of the dismissal of former director of education. A special assembly was called because the executive summary is being produced to the community. That is the way it is being distributed. So community members will be able to get a copy of the executive summary, not the entire report, and that will be on Tuesday at the Golden Age Club, and it will be the members of the steering committee who actually got this process, who kept an eye on the process and kept an eye on the independent investigator. The report was in a couple of weeks ago, and now the community gets to see their copy of that, and they're certainly welcome to attend. That'll be at 7 p.m. at the Golden Age Club. Another meeting coming up, an important one, November 19th. It is on tobacco, and the working group, the MCK's working group, has been meeting with people in the industry now for several months. There has been a lot of extra hard work that has gone in recently, and with the federal legislation that is coming up, that will really be an attack on the tobacco industry. There seems to be more of an impetus now for all sides to get together and talk. So the November 19th meeting, it is a Tuesday, and that'll be 7 o'clock and at the Knights of Columbus Hall. This is for the entire community, but it is hoped that at that time that all sides will be able to come together and really look at working together to defend jurisdiction, to promote the industry. The MCK has said for years now that it has been in support of the industry, but has been unable to do anything other than offer moral support. Hopefully there will be something else that comes of this, and hopefully some of that will come from the industry itself. A survey that was held by Chief Billy Daibo over the past few days saw about 300 people being interviewed and taking part in the survey, and the vast majority, about 70% actually, are in support. This is of just community members, about 70% in favor of regulating, and at that point that might be something that factors into the discussions. Finally, one other piece of information in terms of upcoming meetings, the S-2 meeting, which is the matrimonial real property law, the Canadian legislation, is in the works, and we have been talking about it on this program and at Council. Well, the first hearing that was supposed to be held, the second hearing actually, that was supposed to be held, was postponed due to the complications of the law. So we're going to look at that and announce when a meeting will be held. And finally, the election law is up for amendment, and that is going to be happening on November 26th. That, again, is on a Tuesday. That'll be at 6 p.m. at the Garuhianuha School Gym. And one of the things that is in there, one of the clauses, is the movement to go to 9 chiefs from the current 12. We'll see how that turns out, and we hope to see lots of you there on the 26th. That's our political update for this time around.